back to Beyond the Ballot. In the last episode, we talked about how to register to vote in Texas. Now that you've actually registered, let's talk about actually casting your ballot. If you've never voted before, you might be wondering, what actually happens on Election Day? What do I do? Where do I go? What do I bring? The good news is that voting is designed to be straightforward. In this video, I'll discuss the different ways you can vote in Texas and what to expect when you arrive at the polling place. Let's get started. So, once you register to vote, it's time to participate in the next election. Just like there are several ways to register, there are also different ways you can cast your ballot in Texas. The three main options are voting by mail, voting in person during early voting, and voting in person on Election Day. Let's start with voting by mail. Voting by mail has specific eligibility requirements that vary from state to state. In Texas, only certain voters qualify. For example, you may be eligible if you are 65 years of age or older, are sick or have a disability, will be outside your county during the voting period and on Election Day, are confined in jail but otherwise eligible to vote, or meet certain other legal requirements. Because of these requirements, most first-time voters will vote in person. If you choose to vote on Election Day, polls are generally open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Elections in Texas commonly take place in May or November, although special elections can occur at other times as well. Another option is early voting, which gives you more flexibility. Early voting typically begins 17 days before Election Day and ends 4 days before Election Day, giving you about 2 weeks to vote before the official election. Many people choose early voting because polling places are often less crowded and you can usually pick a day and time that works best with your schedule. Whether you decide to vote early or on Election Day, you'll first need to find a polling location. The easiest way to do this is by visiting the official Texas elections website, where you can search for polling places in your county. Here in the Kingwood area, for example, there are often around 20 different polling locations available during early voting, making it easy to find one that's convenient. Before you leave home, make sure you bring an acceptable form of photo identification. Some examples include a Texas driver's license, a Texas personal identification card issued by the Department of Public Safety, a United States passport, a United States citizenship certificate containing your photograph, certain other forms of government-issued photo identification. The complete list of acceptable IDs is shown on the screen. Now, let's walk through what happens when you arrive. Your polling place might be located in a school, church, community center, library, or another public building. When you get there, you'll probably see signs directing voters where to enter, along with election workers ready to help if you have questions. There may be a short line, especially during busy times, but don't worry, that's completely normal. When it's your turn, you'll go to the check-in table and show your photo ID. An election worker will verify your identity, confirm your voter registration, and check you in. After you're checked in, you'll receive instructions on how to vote. Depending on the county, you'll either be given a paper ballot or directed to an electronic voting machine. Take your time reading each race and ballot measure carefully before making your selections. If you're unsure how to use the voting equipment, don't hesitate to ask an election worker. They're there to help with the process, not to tell you how to vote. Once you've reviewed your choices, you'll submit your ballot according to the instructions provided. Congratulations, you've officially cast your vote. Your ballot will be securely stored and counted according to Texas election procedures. While voting for the first time might seem a little intimidating, the process is simple once you know what to actually expect. Remember to make a plan before Election Day, know if you're going to vote early or on Election Day, find a polling place ahead of time, and have an acceptable form of photo ID. Thank you for watching this episode of Beyond the Ballot. In the next episode, we'll talk about why local and state elections matter way more than you think. See you next time.